What is going on, guys? 3 videos went up tonight, and this is the third one. This is BJ Novak's Vengeance. You might know BJ Novak from a few films. I know him most notably for his role as one of the Sherman brothers in Saving Mr. Banks, which was my favorite film of 2013, and it remains to be one of my favorite films of all time. And he is directing this and writing this as a directorial debut for a feature film and a screenplay debut for a feature film as well. So he's producing, he's starring, he's doing all this. This is a love project for him, you would assume. And this is the story of a guy who's a poltergeist. No, I almost said poltergeist. He's a podcaster, and he wants to find the next big story. And what's that going to be? Well, guess what? He gets this mysterious call from the family of a girl that he had a few hookups with in his past that lived in Texas. A few casual hookups. And this girl's now died. Is it a murder mystery? Is it what they has, claimed it is in the film? I won't spoil it if you want to see it. But this is a mystery film. Did she die the way they claim, or is there a murder here? Is this a deeper story than you would assume? He gets to Texas, meets the family. He takes his recording device, and he goes around, and he wants to find the truth, and he wants to find the story, this evolving story of, hey, maybe these people want to just put a label on something. They want to put a label on this person dying. They can't just accept the truth. They want to put a label of murder on it. And there's a lot of undertones in the film. There's so many undertones, actually. Look, I'll say this right off the bat. This feels like a very mediocre, amateurish debut from BJ Novak. His performance, I'd probably say, is the best of the three. If we're talking about writing, directing, acting, his performance is the best of the three. The screenplay gets a little pretentious. Okay, this is a very slow-moving film with no payoff. And the payoff, if you say there is a payoff, it's very metaphorical and very just pretentious. I feel there's a lot going on in this screenplay, and it didn't feel very effective to me. I feel like the execution of some of this stuff, I mean, and it has to do with the screenplay as well. There's characters in the film that have bigger roles. Ashton Kutcher's in this. I mean, there's characters that have 5 to 10 minute monologues towards the end of the film, and you just go, I see what you were trying to do, but it just feels a little heavy-handed, where we're being punched in the face with the message, and it's like I get it, but there's other ways of going about it. The acting is really good in the movie, though. I'm not going to say the acting's not good. I'm not going to say it's not well put together. The cinematography, the production design, editing, it's not a poorly made film. But when it comes to BJ Novak, he's got to be the one to blame for this. I mean, it's not one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but I didn't like it either. I mean, by the time it ended, you just go, that is going to be the most forgettable movie, because there's nothing memorable about this film. There's nothing memorable about it. You go to IMDb, it's listed as a thriller. This is absolutely not a thriller. There's no thrills in this. There's nothing thrilling about it. It's listed as a comedy. I mean, if there's comedic moments in a film, I don't think it should be listed as a comedy. And a mystery. I mean, it is kind of mysterious, but when Oz comes from behind the curtain, it's not as maybe interesting as you might have hoped. So this isn't one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it's definitely not a film that I like or plan on rewatching. It's a 2.5 out of 5 stars for me. And guys, do you plan on seeing Vengeance? What do you think about BJ Novak? What do you think about as an actor? Did you see Saving Mr. Banks? I think he was so damn good. And this movie, he's a good actor. I think he's a better actor than he is a writer and director, but we'll see. This is only his directorial debut. He's got his foot in the water. Let's see what he does next. But hey, comment down below. Did you see it? Did you like it? And guys, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at KingRises131 and on Twitter at RyanKing72. Guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for BJ Novak's Vengeance. And until next time, over and out.